Tricky Treats, written by Georgia Perez, illustrated by Patrick Rollo and Lisa A. Fiffield.
"Good morning, brother sun," said the great bald eagle as he opened his eyes and flapped his wings to start a new day. He flew over and circled the village as he did every day. Below, he could see the village coming to life. People began moving about to begin their busy day. Today was the last day Rain That Dances and his friends would meet with Mr. Eagle. "I'd better take some snacks with me in case we get hungry," thought Rain That Dances. He filled his backpack with snacks and water and ran to meet his friends. Little Hummingbird was already waiting for Rain That Dances. They could see Thundercloud and Simon running toward them. "Are we ready to go?" asked Little Hummingbird. "Yes, and we have plenty of snacks this time," said Thundercloud. "Guess we all thought of food today," he said as he laughed and rubbed his tummy. Rain That Dances pointed to the sky. "Look, there is Mr. Eagle," he said. They all looked up and waved to their friend. They were happy and wanted to hear what Mr. Eagle had to say. The great bald eagle looked down and saw his friends. He flew down to circle closer above them and then flew ahead. The children started running to keep up with the eagle. As the eagle flew closer to the tree stump, he saw Miss Rabbit and someone with her. Who could that be? He thought to himself. It was Coyote. He knew someone else would be joining them and the children today, but he did not know it would be Coyote. As the eagle came to rest on the tree stump, he asked, "Coyote, why are you here today?" The coyote looked at the bird and said, "Miss Rabbit told me you were talking to the children about staying healthy. I just wanted to join in. Is that okay?" Now, coyotes are known to be sneaky animals. They like to trick anyone they come close to. Mr. Eagle thought about this for a minute and decided it would be okay for the coyote to stay. "You can stay, Coyote, but I do not want you to trick the children," he said. "Thank you," said Coyote as he gave a sneaky smile. He looked down the hill and saw the children running up the path. Rain That Dances, Little Hummingbird, Thundercloud, and Simon were laughing and waving to their friends. "This is Coyote," said Mr. Eagle. "He wants to learn about staying healthy, too." "Hello, Miss Rabbit and Coyote. We brought some snacks today in case we get hungry," said Thundercloud. "Well, that is good because that is what I want to talk to you about today," replied Mr. Eagle. "I know everyone likes to snack, but do you know there are everyday snacks and snacks that are to be eaten only sometimes?" Coyote lifted his front paw and stopped the eagle from talking. "What do you mean by everyday and sometimes? I think we should eat anything we want to when we are hungry," he said. This made Miss Rabbit hop into the air and Mr. Eagle flap his wings. They both looked at Coyote. "This is why I want to talk to the children. I think the best way to talk about this is to see what you have in your backpacks," Mr. Eagle said. Rain That Dances jumped up and said, "I went to the store with my mom, and I think we did a good job picking some healthy snacks," he said. He opened his backpack. First, he pulled out some apple slices. "How is this for an everyday snack?" he asked. Coyote saw the small bag, laughed, and said, "Gee, that is such a small snack. That is not enough even for me." The eagle looked at the bag of apple slices and said, "Hooray for you! That is a good size and a healthy snack for every day." Rain That Dances smiled and gave his friends a high five. He pulled out some carrots that he helped his mom cut. and put into bags. How is this? He asked. Perfect, said Mr. Eagle. Those look delicious, and they are something that you can grow yourself in a garden, said Miss Rabbit. Coyote was disappointed at what he saw. Wait, howled Coyote as he ran toward the village. I will be right back. A short time later, Coyote came back with a backpack in his mouth. Where did you get that? Mr. Eagle asked. Coyote put the backpack down, opened the bag, and said, Oh, I found this beside the road, and it didn't seem to belong to anyone. I bet there are some great treats in this bag. The children, Miss Rabbit, and Mr. Eagle looked at the coyote and then the bag. With one shake, treats tumbled out of the bag. Look now, this is a great snack, said Coyote as he picked up a bag of cookies. He waved the bag under the children's noses. Can I have some? Asked Thundercloud as he reached for the bag. The great bald eagle knew that Coyote was trying to trick the children. Mr. Eagle said, Thundercloud, it is not safe to eat food that you find lying around. Let's see what else Rain That Dances has in his backpack. Rain That Dances pulled out a bottle of water. The great bald eagle was happy to see that his little friend had brought water instead of fruit drink or soda pop. Coyote just shook his head and looked to see what else fell out of the bag he had found. I have soda pop and potato chips, he said, trying again to trick the children into having some. The great bird looked at the soda pop and said, That drink is a sometimes food because it has too much sugar in it, among other things. Water is better. Water is a gift and something we should have every day. Potato chips are a sometimes food. Little Hummingbird, putting her hands on her hips, looked at the coyote and said, Coyote, I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to trick us, and you better stop it. We will listen to Mr. Eagle so that we can grow up strong and stay healthy. The coyote lowered his head. The eagle was happy of Little Hummingbird. Now can we see what you have in your backpack, Thundercloud? Asked Mr. Eagle. Well, I was in a hurry this morning, and now I think I didn't make the best choices, he said. The eagle put his wing around Thundercloud's shoulder. You know, sometimes we don't always choose the best snacks. But we can still eat the sometimes food once in a while, just not all the time. So what did you bring? Asked the eagle. Again. Thundercloud pulled out a bag of sugared cereal. Now let's look at the cereal, said the great bird. What does the cereal have on it? Sugar, said Simon. Yes, that's right, replied the eagle. I like this cereal, said Coyote, licking his mouth. Because of the sugar. This is not an everyday food, said Mr. Eagle. How about these cherries? Asked Thundercloud. You have made a good choice, replied the eagle. Now that wasn't hard, was it? Asked the eagle. No, but you do have to think about it sometimes, said Simon. Thundercloud was happy that he had made a good snack choice. When picking a snack or treat, we need to make sure it does not have a lot of sugar in it. We also need to remember that small amounts are better. Fruits and vegetables, every day, make for healthy snacks too, said Mr. Eagle. Still looking at the children and Coyote, the great bird said, I'm very happy for all my new friends. You have taken the time to learn how to stay healthy. Coyote, I hope you will not try to trick the children into eating something you know is not good for them. And I hope you will return that backpack where you found it. Coyote lowered his head and said, I am sorry that I tried to trick the children. When I see the children as I go through the village, I promise not to trick them. Looking at the children, Miss Rabbit and Coyote, Mr. Eagle asked, So what have we learned today? I know, said Simon. Eat fruits and vegetables. Rain That Dances added, Choose everyday food snacks and eat small amounts. Thundercloud shouted, eat the sometimes foods less often. Coyote yelped, drink water and don't take something that does not belong to you. Little Hummingbird smiled and said, move your bodies every day to help stay healthy in body and spirit. Miss Rabbit jumped in and added, try growing your own vegetables. Mr. Eagle was so happy. I will always be flying above to see how you are doing, and when you see me, you will remember what I have told you, he said.